Hi everyone, it's Jen from Mindseye, and today's podcast is about when you can't get it done. So, when I can't get it done, I actually go for a run. And when I go for a run, it is DONE. But then it becomes a pun. And it becomes a pun because I actually really can't run because it's like I lament for free. And I said that's an interception, and that is putting words in my mouth. And it's not because of that, it's because of the way that I am when I run, my everything about myself. But in reality, they're like, you can't run. You can't run. So when do you run? How do you run? When is it become like to the point where it's a smoking gun? So when I actually rhyme and it actually flows through, it has to go through on a way through to a know through to be it all, to know it all. And I said, it really is not that hard. It really is not that hard at all. So when I actually go to the point where I just can't even like sound or resound, I can't even do anything at all. So when I am running more ways than one, so it's a physical exercise, it actually was recommended by my doctor that I don't run, that I only walk and I only swim. And then it went to, I don't think you should do a whole lot of exercise because there's just something about you. You really got to do light exercise. And I said, I just don't understand why. And for me, that means I'm telling my doctor already what everyone is going to say. But when I run, how I operate during my day is methodical, it is meticulous, it is. But when I'm not doing anything, I am actually running. That means I am like metabolizing everything. I'm running. So when they're like, you can't run, I'm like, what do you mean I can't run? Everyone should be running. You're alive. So when you can't get it done, what does it mean? It literally means loose impedance. Loose impedance means it comes in a way that you can't do anything and that you are literally the one to say it. And when you're at the table and you say, yeah, you're the one to say it. If you can't get it done, there is a problem, a huge problem. What do you mean you can't write your bank stamp it? Why can't you do anything like that? So when I actually go for it and I say, this was easy, it relates to all. So we go to healthcare first. You can't get it done. How come? Because I didn't get the doctor's order and I didn't get the right supplies. And then I couldn't reach the doctor. And then I had an issue with the family. And then I had an issue with the patient. And then I had an issue with maybe the dog. And then I had like timeliness from the pharmacy. And so I'm backlogged. I couldn't get it done. So what else did you do? I had to do this, this, and this in lieu. But when you go to law enforcement, I can't get it done because I'm writing a subpoena and a warrant, and it has to be particular and pertinent to the situation, to the verbiage of the verbatim of everything. And it's like, wait a minute, how is that actually going? And then when you actually go to legal, you say it was already done because law enforcement can write a subpoena and a warrant up to a cease and desist, up to a seizure. So when you actually look at judicial, they'll say it really is just upon review to make sure it was correct of everything because it is all. But then when you go to insurance and yada yada yada, all the way down to your home, and it says, no, you're really not in reality. I am in reality. I really am to the highest point of a degree because I know that health, welfare, and safety come first before anything else that's considered extra. So when you actually look at it and you say, there was something about that. There is something about that. So when I look at everything again and I say, I can't get it done, what is it? Is it everyone talking to me? No, because I actually can do a lot of things. It all depends on what I am doing. Most of my focus on what I would say my job, my business has to do with psychic medium and magician work, which means I actually have to be slower pace on a physical watching over. I actually have to warn people when I do it that you're going to be kind of almost to lackadaisical. So when I actually say it, write down your schedules, be meticulous and everything. That's true. But that was actually one of the things that came through when I had my first child. It was, at this point, Mrs. Peck, you're going to have to start writing everything down. Why? Because things happen when you become a parent. And when that went right through, it was so true at times to the point where until I got a routine. So when I got a routine, everything flowed through. So let's actually talk about recovery because we talked a little bit of the devil's advocate. And then we talked about how almost everyone is in a devil's advocate at this point in time in America because they have to get everything to meet their basic needs done, but they can't get it done because of policy procedure of fees and penalties and timeliness and everything. Everything is a measure of what they would call a gusto, but really it is not. It really is not. So when you say right off the bat, you actually have to start being a little cantankerous and say, go for it, and then be it, and then see it, and then dia day is an old word from Spain of being the devil itself to make sure that it was done, to sting it, to watch it, to hear it, and actually be it. And when you sit there and you say, there's something not right, what is the energy? It's interference, it's impedance, it is a halt stop, it is hold on. Or is it just energy of everyone in the collective that makes it not clear, almost opaque to get it done? And that's all you need to know. So, with that being said, what else do you do when you can't get it done? When you can't get it done, you must be on the run. And when you're on the run, you have to get it all. And when you can't get it all, it is a tall order of everything, everything to be it done. So when I say you must actually sit and relax, and observancy is key, prudency is key, consistency is key, there is something wrong to the highest point of a degree. When you actually flow through itself, you can't get it done. You just can't. I have to say that it is okay to just be up to a little bit of a Lucifer at times when someone says you can't get it done and it impedes everything about yourself and takes away all your rights of using law, addendum, referendum, the bills, the acts, to the rights and constitutional rights of everything, even down if you're being coven law. Then you have to say, just sit there and be a little bit nasty until you can get leeway with windows of opportunity. So, with that being said, any questions or concerns, go ahead and email or comment, leave a like and a share, and we will talk to you soon.